Hello Internet, my name is Josh. I am the Aging Gamer. I've been gaming since as far back as I can remember, and I still love playing my retro video games. And speaking of which, every 90s kid remembers the good old days of playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic & Knuckles are pretty fondly remembered. They consisted of fast-paced platforming, addictive soundtracks, and Sonic overall had a certain edge to him that rival Mario just didn't have. So what happened to Sonic that he's such a joke now? Well, when you start taking away what makes Sonic the Hedgehog fun, it's, well, no longer fun. Don't get me wrong, I know Sega likes trying new things. I mean, innovation is great and necessary for video games, but sometimes things just don't work out. Take Sonic 3D Blast for example. Back in the day it was pretty highly praised, but how does it hold up now? Well, let's take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonic 3D Blast. That intro is pretty painful looking now, but trust me, back in the day that was mind-blowing. So the story goes that Dr. Robotnik has discovered Flickies, these bird creatures. Robotnik finds out that the Flickies can travel anywhere, so he captures them, turns them into robots, and plans on using them to find all the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic, of course, must put a stop to this. Save the Flickies! Oddly enough, the Flickies did nothing like this whatsoever in their arcade game. So as you start the game, you're going to notice right away, this isn't the kind of Sonic game we're used to. Instead of 2D platforming, we're put into some isometric gameplay. Use the D-pad to move Sonic in any direction. And depending on what system you're playing on, one of the buttons will make Sonic jump, while the other makes him duck and go into spin dash form. So the levels are basically big maps, and you must explore them, searching for Dr. Robotnik's evil robots. Destroy them to find a Flicky inside. Once you collect a Flicky, it will follow behind you. There's 5 Flickies you have to find in each section of the stage. Have them follow behind you, then jump through the giant ring here, and the Flickies will lead you to the next part of the stage. But before I continue, I have to talk about the biggest bothersome of this game so far. Sonic's movements. He slips and slides everywhere. It's like I'm forever stuck on a goddamn ice level. And of course, there is an ice level in this game that makes it even worse. Sonic is a pain in the ass to move around. It makes even getting a still batch of rings hard to get. Moving on though, after you collect the next batch of Flickies, put them through the hoop and the level is complete. You then go to Act 2 of the zone, which consists of pretty much the same goals. Once you beat Act 2, you go to Act 3, which is the boss stage. For the most part, the Robotnik boss fights are on par with the Genesis boss fight. You just wait until Robotnik's in the right position, then hit him with a jump attack. The hardest part of the boss fights will be determining the placement of the character models. Because we have an isometric stage with 3D rendered 2D sprites, it can be pretty easy to jump at Robotnik and somehow hurt yourself. All I can say is, try your best. And this is pretty much the premise of Sonic 3D Blast. Go through 2 stages, and then go to a boss fight. And there's several zones you'll travel to throughout the game. There's Green Grove Zone, which you've just seen, Rusty Ruin Zone, which has some tornado launcher gimmicks, Spring Stadium Zone, which has an annoying amount of springs and spikes everywhere, Diamond Dust Zone, which is the signature ice level, Volcano Valley Zone, which is the signature fire level, Gene Gadget Zone, which has an insane amount of hazards, and Panic Puppet Zone, which is the end of the game unless you collect all the Chaos Emeralds. That's right, I forgot to talk about the Chaos Emeralds. So, remember in Sonic 2, 3, and Knuckles where you get to play as Tails and Knuckles? Well, you don't get to do that here. Tails and Knuckles are in the game, but they're pretty much just glorified cameos. Find either of them in a stage, give them 50 rings, and you'll be able to go to a special stage. Collect a certain amount of rings while dodging spikes, and you'll be rewarded a Chaos Emerald. Collect all 7, and no, you don't get to turn into Super Sonic. Instead, you get to fight Robotnik in his final form at the end of the game. Beat him, and you get to see the true ending. And that was Sonic 3D Blast. So, how is it? If you couldn't tell already, I'm not too fond of the game. While the game looks great, I feel it doesn't play great. Sonic's speed is way too fast and slippery for a game based on exploring levels. Plus, like I mentioned before, the graphics can make it hard to determine where certain placements of pretty much everything actually are. It makes the whole game feel more tedious than fun. Because of this, the game starts to feel like a chore pretty quickly. It doesn't help that it drags on too. There's 14 different levels where you have to go around and collect flickies, and I just couldn't wait for it to end. I honestly can't say that I recommend playing this game. It's just not very fun. I mean, it's not a great Sonic game, and even if it didn't have the Sonic IP attached to it, I'd still find it hard to play. Like I said in the beginning of the video, innovation and trying new things is necessary in the video game world. If developers didn't try new things, everything would play like Super Mario or Space Invaders. I applaud Sega for daring to try something new with Sonic, but this style just wasn't a good fit for the series. But these are just my opinions. What do you guys think about the game? Like it? Love it? Hate it? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. I'd appreciate that. And go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.